very excited as Financial Markets Division in National Payment Systems Department. As you are aware, the National Payment Systems Department is a competent supervisor for AML, CFT and PF supervision, and as such we have been working closely with our financial intelligence unit in the country to ensure that our efforts in a collaborated manner meet the requirements to ensure that our environment is insulated from AML, CFT, PF risks. And we are very bullish that even in the coming mutual evaluation, we've done a lot in terms of effectiveness. We've also done a lot in terms of technical compliance, which will be very critical for our country. As you are aware, because of the digital nature of the economy, where we are looking at a digital economy by year 2030, you will notice that the issues of payments become very fundamental and they become very digital. We have seen a growth in payments in our country, which is very positive. But such growth again brings into it risks which should be managed. And one of the key risks is the AML, CFT, PF risks.
That the day is not merely a global event commemorated on the 9th of June each year, but it is a day to honor and celebrate our collective achievements as well as shared commitment to ensuring the safety, soundness and integrity of our financial sector. One of the most significant milestones achieved by FIU is the strengthening of the national ALM-CFT framework by ensuring that all competent supervisory authorities and self-regulated bodies align their ALM-CFT supervisory frameworks with the FATF requirements and standards on an ongoing basis. Intelligence information sharing has also been enhanced in areas such as suspicious transaction reports, research and typologies, national risk assessments, results and dissemination of directives of the United Nations Security Council sanctions resolution list. As you may recall, Bank Supervision, Surveillance and Financial Stability Division was designated by FIU as a competent supervisory authority for the regulation and supervision of banks and microfinance institutions in January 2023. And over the years, I'm happy to report to highlight that the division has achieved significant milestones in collaboration with FIU, including the following. That is the conduct of joint inspections with home supervisors of cross-border banking groups, joint training programs and engagement meetings with our reporting entities. We have also participated jointly with FIU in the public sector dialogues, the conduct of the national risk assessments, ALM, CFT, CPF national task force meetings, as well as the subcommittee meetings on compliance and supervision. So going forward, we recognize the fact that financial crime is evolving at a very unprecedented pace.
Zimbabwe joined the Egmont group of FIUs in July 2023. Since then, our membership has significantly improved our work. Prior to joining Egmont, we were only able to share intelligence with the regional FIUs within the SAMLAC group. But since then, now we are able to share intelligence with other foreign jurisdictions which we have not been cooperating with in the past. FIUs are vital in the country's AML-CFT regime. For starters, the FIU forms the bridge between the reporting entities and the law enforcement community. The job of the FIU is to receive, analyze and disseminate financial intelligence to law enforcement agencies. This is crucial for any AML-CFT regime, as fighting financial crime is now known to be most effective. FIUs also ensure financial integrity through their role of supervising accountable institutions and ensuring compliance with AML-CFT standards. One of the major pillars of any anti-money laundering regime of a country is international cooperation with foreign jurisdictions. It is common cause that financial crime is transnational in nature, and therefore it is crucial for any law enforcement community of a jurisdiction to access foreign intelligence. This opportunity is granted by the FIU, especially if such an FIU is affiliated to the Egmont group of FIUs. In the context of Zimbabwe, such joint efforts with foreign jurisdictions have yielded significant results, positive results in the investigation. By their nature, they have to adapt to new technologies and the evolving risk and threat of financial crime. So FIUs are committed to continuous learning, and this is enabled under the Egmont group of FIUs. This is enabled through the ECOFEL, which offers tailor-made courses to deal with the various emerging threats of financial crime. Collaboration between FIUs, it actually strengthens the global fight against financial crime. Joint efforts with foreign jurisdictions have actually also strengthened our ability to recover assets that would have been siphoned to foreign jurisdictions. Crime is dynamic, and criminals are traditionally, they are always a step ahead of law enforcement. They are always evolving typologies and methods of committing crime. So the FIU, if it is to be effective, it has to adapt to these new technologies, new delivery channels, new technologies which give opportunity to criminals to commit offenses. For example, currently we are facing the threat of financial crime through virtual assets, the trend of AI, which is giving opportunities for criminals to commit offenses like fraud. So the FIU is committed to continuous learning, to keep abreast with these typologies, involved in current in new typology studies, as well as participate in international typology studies to enable, enlighten the reporting entities, the law enforcement agencies in new risk and trends of financial crime. One success story that the Zimbabwean FIU has encountered was a case of a milling company in Zimbabwe which had lost $2 million to a criminal syndicate based in neighboring South Africa. This was a case of cyber-enabled fraud where the criminal syndicate infiltrated and penetrated the communication between the milling company and its suppliers in South Africa. Through this scheme, the criminals managed to divert payments that were due to the suppliers to their own bank accounts. But this crime was resolved after police approached the FIU for assistance.
As we mark this day, as FIU staff, let us renew our commitment to strengthening our AML safety framework and fostering financial system that is transparent, secure, and resilient. Happy FIU Day.
Happy Financial Intelligence Unit Day.